Hi guys, Daz here with another episode of my comic book hauls. This time it is episode 189. I've picked up a nice selection of books here, guys, from a recent trip to Worcester, where I visited one of my favourite comic shops out of this world. Looking forward to bringing the books to you guys, but before we continue, if I could perhaps ask you for a subscription, a like, a share, a comment, ding that bell for notifications. It all really helps my low grade productions. We're going to start with a picture actually, not a book. But this is a drawing that my son did, who is 11 years of age. If you've been following my channel, you will know that he is the British under-12s chess champion as well. So from Zach, he drew Venom, and I thought it was pretty good, worth sharing. There we go, guys. That is Venom from my son, Zach. Proud of that. He's doing all right with his drawing. Okay, guys, into the books. Now, this pile of books I'm bringing to you now, I ended up paying £49.50 all told. In amongst them, I was given 4 free books because I made a video while I was there of the shop, which I will show at the end. Let's get into the books, guys, because that is why we are here. First up, another copy of this one, and I expect this book to get a little bit of heat. The Superman Legacy movie is coming out from James Gunn. I think it's called Superman Legacy at least. And one of those characters that is going to be in it is Otis. Now, Otis, as we all know, was back in the day Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor sidekick and a bit of a buffoon by all accounts. And he first appears in comic books in a Superman prequel book that I own. But in continuity, it is Forever Evil, issue number 3. Oh, number 2, rather. And yeah, New 52. You'll find these in dollar boxes at the moment, guys, but it could be £5 to £10 when the movie comes out. These first 4 books I'm showing you are, like I say, the freebies that I was given. Picked up another copy of this one. And this one's a little underrated in my opinion. This is X-Force, issue 117. Got a few first appearances in this. The first appearance of Mr. Sensitive, who is Guy Smith, a mutant with highly enhanced senses. And you've got the first appearance of Vivisector, who is Miles Alfred, a werewolf who can control his transformations. And the most important one for me, I think, is the first appearance of Fat, P-H-A-T, Fat. William Robert Riley, a mutant who can control his physical size. And he appeared in the X-Men Last Stand movie. And again, with the mutants now hitting the MCU, all these are on the table. We're in about a £5 to £10 book, that one, on a good day. I had a few of these over the years. This is, of course, Starbrand issue number 1. And this comes from the New Universe. Now, New Universe was a Marvel imprint. They introduced new superpowered characters into a more realistic universe. And like I say, this is the first appearance of Starbrand, who is Kenneth Connell, a mechanic who is given a powerful alien artifact. Probably the most recognisable and sought after of the New Universe books. Because I know a lot of them don't go for next to, they go for pennies, don't they? But that one I've sold in the past at £5 and upwards. And probably the best book that I was given for free was New Mutants, issue 32. Now this is the first, or rather the introduction of Madripoor. And Madripoor is a fictional island that appeared in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show. And now in the comics, it was in Southeast Asia that Cypher refers to, believe it or not, as the Mos Eisley of Earth. But this book I've sold in the past around about £8 to £9, so free. Thank you very much. Okay, into the books that I picked up, guys. Like I said, these ones I paid £49.50 for in total. I'll give you the individual prices and the breakdown. At the moment, me and my wife, I got my Superman shirt on. We're watching Superman and Lois, thoroughly entertained by it. Probably for quality, it is and visuals, it's probably the best looking of the CW shows, and probably I think it was the last one to wrap up along with Flash. Now we're on season 2, me and my wife, and these characters are just being introduced at the moment. This is Adventures of Superman, issue 630, and I paid £2.50 for this. Why? This is the first appearance of Alexander and Alexandra Alston, twin siblings who were later are transformed into parasites. That happens in the show, I believe. And I think it is 633 where they actually become the parasites. Sticking with Adventures of Superman, this one's had a little bit of heat of late because this character is going to be appearing in the Superman Legacy movie again. And this is Adventures of Superman, issue 480. Paid £2.50 for this one. It's been on my radar for a little while. This is the first appearance of Ronald Troop, a Daily Planet reporter. A character that's appeared in Smallville, and again Superman and Lois, going to be in the movie that comes out in 2025. Been in recent top 10s and top 20s, that book. Okay, on to the next book, and this is a Marvel one. One of the few Marvel ones I picked up, and this is Iron Man issue 170. I paid £3.50 for this one. About a £10 book. This is the first appearance of James Rhodes as Iron Man. Been looking for that one for a while as well. I have the first appearance of James Rhodes, and I have the first appearance of James Rhodes as a War Machine too. This is a book I was really happy to find. These are one of those quirky little books. Like I say, I've got my DC encyclopedias, and in amongst them they show Bronze Age and Silver Age characters that are probably not familiar with a lot of people. Whether it be war books or Western books, and this is a Western book. And this is Weird Western Tales, issue 48, guys. And this is the first appearance of Cinnamon. Now, you'll see her on the front cover. Cinnamon is Kate Moncur. And she's a character that appeared in Legends of Tomorrow from the CW and has appeared in animated form. I remember seeing her in Batman and the Brave and the Bold back in the day. £2.50 for that one. Nice bronzer. Needed a good clean up, that one, but I love cleaning up the books. Get the old pencil eraser on it and it works a treat, trust me. And before you say anything, yeah, I've done work on my books and I've sent them off, and the CGC have given me good grades, so happy days. Okay, one of the few modern books I've picked up of late, and when I say of late, I mean I've got 3 more big hauls to bring your way. Like I say, Car Boot Tony delivered 2 cracking hauls. I'm excited to show you. The next one I'm going to be showing you after this one comes from Bristol, and I've picked up some cracking Star Wars books that you're going to enjoy. But this book has been very, very hot. We've had the Fantastic Four First Steps trailer sort of leak a little bit on YouTube, hasn't it? And we've been told that we are getting a female Silver Surfer. This book has blown up to around about 40 quid now. It's a tough book to find. I'm glad I found one. I had to dig in the boxes. This is Earth X issue number 12. And there she is on the front cover. And it is a cracking cover, isn't it? This is the first appearance of Shala Bal, the female Silver Surfer. Now, is it Norman Rath, the main Silver Surfer? Whether we see him in the film as well, I don't know. But that's the iteration we're getting. Paid £3.50 for that. Delighted to pick it up. Again, in current top 10s and top 20s online. I'm left with 15 and 12-cent DC books. And this first one is a rather striking cover. This is from July, I think is the late 60s. Could be about 1970 actually. I think it's 1970. This is Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, issue 111. And look at that for a cover. Oh my days. Yeah, it's a bondage cover, and that's what sells this book, guys. I paid £5 for this. It's a VG copy. But after a good clean up, it presents very, very nicely. This book, you know, in this grade is easily £20 plus, so a good book pick up. I've seen this go for in the £40 mark. I like my Lois Lane issues if they're key, and I've got quite a few of them now. And that leaves me with some Adventure Comics keys. And some of these are rough, but I clean them up. Some of them need a little bit of tape repair, but I'm delighted with them. This is Adventure Comics, issue 306. Paid just £5 for that. Look at that. I clean that up nice. That was filthy. And beat beyond beat, but bit of tape repair. First appearance of the Legion of Substitute Heroes team and its members. Now they've appeared in the Legion of Superheroes animated show. The members are Chlorophyll Kid, Raoul Benham, Fire Lad, it was Stan Malan. I need my glasses. Night Girl, who was Lida Jath. Polar Boy, it was Brett Banya. And Stone Boy, it was Dave Wentham. Now the Legion of Superheroes first appearance is a reprinting in Adventure Comics issue 500, and the DC Special, the Blue Ribbon Digest issue 1, and the Legion of Superheroes Archives volume 2. So yeah, look out for them. And what I like doing is when I get the first appearance of these characters, I have a little look on YouTube and what they appeared like on screen, and it is good comparing. Yeah, Stoneboy was quite funny actually. Up next, I paid £15 for this one. Bottom staple was popped, but again I cleaned it up, and it is done very nicely. This is Adventure Comics issue 307, and look at how the colours pop on that one. Woo! First appearance of Element Lad, who is Jan Ara, and the first appearance of the Rock Sons, who is Kevin Roxas. But the Element Lad again has appeared in animated form. Delighted to add that to the PC. I like my Adventure Comics and I like Action Comics, especially the Silver Age. And this last book had a detached cover, but it was £10. Again, I've put the cover back on as best as I can, and it presents nicely with a clean up. This is Adventure Comics issue 317, and look at the colours again on that one, guys. This is the first appearance and origin of Dream Girl. Nora Now, a member of the Legion of Superheroes, appeared in the animated form. A version of her kind of appeared in the Supergirl TV show. First cameo appearance of the Time Trapper as well, who also appeared in animated form. Second appearance of both Matter Eater Lad, Starboy, and Dream Girl joins the Legion of Superheroes in this issue. And that's it, guys. That is a wrap. Short and sweet, but I think pretty sweet. Thanks for all your support as always, guys. And in a few days' time, I'll have another haul because I got books everywhere. Thanks for all your support as always. Bye.